No. Ain't helping, bro. That's why I said the math ain't mathing, bro. Like this nigga really talking about you worried about two children having sex. Like, no, you having sex with an 11-year-old kid. That's pre-puberty. This nigga is disgusting. This man was able to have a baby at 14. This nigga is having sex with a girl pre-puberty.
She probably
even back in the old days, they said you're supposed to wait till a young girl hit puberty.
Damn, that's some sick shit though, bro. Then he said he tried it like he was super. Which we proved the facts on that age. He said, "Well, call the police."
Right.
This is what he came down to. Call the police.
How can you come down to that when you supposed to be the guy that's keeping everybody in line? You the guy saying that everybody's doing whatever. Nobody was talking about nobody doing nothing to nobody. You started saying somebody grooming a 15-year-old, all this shit, and then things came out about you.
Your father's name came up on Twitter and all these things, and I was telling people how you guys have moved on from that. You and your brother have a better relationship with him. Can you kind of tell your feelings about the situation?
I'm just like Chris Brown and Rihanna said, first off, it ain't nobody business. Like, everybody has moved on. That son was actually with us in Utah this weekend. That was brought up and everything. It's just that everybody has moved on. That was 40 years ago. Nobody is perfect. And we see on the thing all the time, people attacking us all the time. We got kids that are young now, 7, 8, 9. One of his oldest was just with us this weekend. It's 12, almost 13. This stuff keeps coming up, and we have kids. He has grandkids that's old enough to understand and comprehend. Like we said, everybody has moved on. That was 40 years ago. He made a mistake. His son is not a mistake. He loved his son. But everybody has moved on. Leave past where it's at. People attack me all the time. I have got over 2,000 friend requests on Instagram this past weekend, I guess because this mess has resurfaced again. And I'm just not going to accept anybody because why? Like, everybody moved on. If they want to continue to get their nuts off, so to speak, about that part of the thing, let them. Because they attack me and say, keep your daughter away from him. He's like, no, he do not. I do not worry about my daughter being around my dad. Nobody does. Everybody has moved on. Leave the past where it's at. Period.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like they don't ever let black men specifically move on from the things they've done?
No, ain't nobody harping on all the stuff the white men have done. It's a plenty of celebrity white men out here that has made mistakes in their life too. And we don't talk about that for a few months and we'll move on. But why every time dad is on like the big stage, so to speak, or being honored for something, this has to be resurfaced. Like, it was 40 years ago. Move on, people. Right.
And I understand that, because you don't want your granddaughter, you don't want all the grandkids to know him of that. They want to be able to enjoy the good side of being a mailman. You know, the good parts of it.
They all love their papa to death. All his kids love him to death. Everybody has moved on. We had a great weekend in Utah, and we're gonna continue to have great family trips and times together, making memories, positive, good memories. Don't nobody want to keep dwelling on what happened in the past. If we keep dwelling in the past, everybody gonna be stuck in the past and be miserable. Life's too short for that.
Yeah, he said that they don't talk about Elvis in his past with underage girls. He's known for being the king of rock, not for being with underage girls or anything like that. So I do think it's a difference. But
they always want to continue to tear the black men down. It's been that way for years.
What about that 15-year-old boy you messed with? You want to talk about that? You want to talk about that?
Bitch.
You want to talk about the 15-year-old boy you messing with? You want to talk about that?
He grown now. Call the police. Call the police.
So you admitting that you was fucking with a 15-year-old boy? You admitting that you turned out a 14-year-old boy?
Did you want to be my nigga?
So you admit?
Did you want to be my nigga? Did you want to be my nigga?
So you admitting you turned out a 15-year-old boy?
No, I'm admitting that he's still my man. Call the police is what I'm admitting to.
Hold on, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. This the content you do now?
So I'm going to ask this question. The one that they're talking about with your cousin, 27 and 15. Now, even though you said what you said, by right, he did say, call the police, is the exact words was call the police, and yeah, we are still together now. So what? Okay, so technically, he did say, yeah, it happened, we together now.
If you go back and listen to the video, what he was saying was, he said, bitch, you've been chasing me around YouTube. You always trying to start some Facebook. He said, you've been chasing me around Facebook. You always starting this lying ass bullshit. He said, stop coming to YouTube with it. We still together. If you got a problem, fucking call the police. That's what he told him. This has been going on.
I heard it.
I got the proof that Ears has been chasing my cousin since he went viral. All of this stuff that Ears has been doing has been going on Facebook. All of this stuff is documented.
And most people here don't see it.
Yeah, he want to be famous. And anybody who my cousin, when he broke on the scene and he came out as homosexual, he broke on the scene and he started making money. He started being popular all over the city. And Ears like to latch on to anybody's popularity. That's what he does.
Okay.
Talk about that.
He grown now. Call the police. Call the police.
So you admitting that you was fucking with a 15-year-old boy? You admitting that you turned out a 14? You admitting that you turned out a 14?